Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, this is gonna be a sad one, and this is gonna hit harder than most. I cover a lot of crazy stories, but this one, it sticks out. For this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Chicago rapper who was targeted in a shooting, and his 7-year-old daughter was shot 6 times, later dying in the hospital. April 18th, 2021, a 28-year-old father with his 7-year-old daughter pulled into a McDonald's in Chicago's Homan Square neighborhood. Before he could even order his little girl food, 2 men got out of a gray car in the drive-thru and opened fire. As bullets knocked holes through the car's metal exterior, 6 bullets made their way through the little girl's body, and her father was shot once. What only took seconds left the car riddled and bystanders calling 911. Chicago PD arrived on scene, and a cell phone video from the shooting scene shows the 7-year-old girl's limp body being carried from the car and placed in the back of a police SUV before she'd be driven to a local hospital where she later died. The father called his mother saying, "Ma, come get me. They just shot my baby." He was transported to a hospital where he remains in stable condition and is expected to survive. The police believe the shooting is gang-related, and less than 3 hours later, a 33-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman were shot in the car at a Popeyes drive-thru in the Humboldt Park neighborhood, and investigators believe these 2 shootings are connected. Both were taken to the hospital where the man is in serious condition and the woman critical. The father, Jonte Adams, who went by the name Richway Tiller on Facebook, had posted less than 24 hours from this video being made, saying ops probably downstairs waiting on me, after his full name and address was listed online under a PPP loan for being an independent artist. Tiller had multiple songs posted to YouTube, similar to other rappers in Chicago speaking on shootings and dead ops, and he was affiliated with the Vice Lords from the 600 block of Ridgeway Ave in Chicago's West Side. Back in 2012, 20-year-old Tiller was one of 9 arrested in a West Side heroin bust after a narcotics investigation began 2 months prior, after a spike in shootings and violence in the area of Ohio Street and Hamlin Ave, which police labeled conservative Vice Lord territory. They'd seized roughly $3,000 worth of heroin and $6,700 in drug profits. In 2015, Tiller would be sentenced to 36 months, and in 2018, 18 months for drug offenses. Aside from the street life, Tiller would make TikToks with his daughter Jaslyn, who went by Pinky. Pinky lived with her mother and didn't get to see her father often. So on Sunday, Tiller took her to one of her favorite places to eat, and no one could have expected what happened next. Now, as sad as this shooting is, a lot of people are gonna say it's what comes with the lifestyle, right? And it comes down to, what will we accept? What is acceptable? Everybody says put the guns down. Everybody says stop the violence. But at the end of the day, when rappers are killing each other, it's not that big of a fucking deal to a lot of people because they're bringing it on to each other. If someone dies and then you drop a video dissing them, you're bringing that energy back to you. And a lot of people understand why you got killed after doing so. But to hear a little girl was killed, an innocent 7-year-old girl, who's to blame? The shooter or the father? The father obviously could have never predicted what happened, but at the end of the day, you know the lifestyle that you live. You know what type of attention you have on you, because the publicity that you have, it isn't from being a role model fucking citizen. It's from gangbanging and music videos, right? So when you take your daughter outside the house, you run that chance of running into somebody. And you can't say he wasn't aware, because literally the day before he posted saying, ops probably outside my house. And it could be a rumor. The loan site could have nothing to do with it, or motherfuckers could have been waiting outside of his house and tracked him wherever he was going. But I don't think that's likely, because that would have meant that they watched his daughter get into the car and then followed them to a McDonald's where they obliterated the fucking car with bullets. I don't think that's the case. If that is, that's some demonic shit. What I think happened is they most likely just recognized the car and shot it up, and they're saying the shooters might not have known there was a kid inside because he had tinted windows. But at the end of the day, would that have actually stopped the shooters? If they knew that there was a child inside, would they really stop, or did they want to kill him that bad? You know, we see everybody tearing shit down for the 13-year-old in Chicago that was shot by the police. Somebody was telling me that apparently he was shooting at somebody before he was actually shot. He dropped the gun. He didn't have a gun in his hand when he was killed. But everybody's going apeshit about that. Versus this 7-year-old girl, I haven't heard of that same energy being kept. And it could just be because one was killed by the police and another was killed by a fucking gang. So it gets written off as not as important because, I don't know, a 7-year-old girl got shot 6 times, but it was a gang that did it. That's not as important as a cop killing somebody. Either way, it's fucking insane. This shouldn't be happening. And it's just, you can't simplify it by saying that's what comes with the lifestyle. That shouldn't be a part of any lifestyle. Children should always be off limits. Women should be off limits. But then you got some devious bitches that get involved with this street shit and help set motherfuckers up. And we've seen this happen with rappers where a female be talking to somebody and the whole time she's with the gang and the gang's waiting to kill you as soon as you come through because you think you're gonna get some pussy. But the amount of kids getting killed in Chicago, the amount of innocent children that have nothing to do with anything other than being related to somebody, who the fuck can you blame? Should you blame the mother for letting the daughter go out with the father? Should you blame the father for taking out the daughter and living that lifestyle? Should you blame the shooters that should have been better shooters by checking if there was a kid in the car? You can't really blame anyone specifically. You have to blame the entire lifestyle. You have to blame the entire fact that people are just trying to ruthlessly kill each other, and whoever gets hit in the crossfire, it is what it is. You know, the only thing about prison that to me is better than the streets is no innocents are getting killed. There's no kids that can get shot by straight bullets. There's no women that can get shot by straight bullets. In prison, it's head up. You're only in there with the motherfuckers that you're against. No one else really fucking matters, but they're in prison too, right? So they're not just innocent bystanders. So no one innocent is getting hit. Everyone that's getting touched is supposed to get touched. Versus in society, when you live that same type of lifestyle in society, innocent people become victimized and it's fucked up. And I don't really know if there's a way of stopping it, because as long as the violence continues, innocent people will die. And for me, living inside a prison where day for day it was fucking violence, especially at the youth offender prisons, which were way more violent than adult. Day for day you're dealing with fucking violence. You don't have to be involved with it. You're still seeing it. You're still around it. It could still involve you. It could be one of your people that get hit or one of your people that hit something. You're in it no matter what. When I got out, I didn't want to live that type of way. I don't want to choose to entertain bullshit involving myself in violence. But not everybody has that choice, especially in these harder communities where killing is just as much of a part of the community as anything else. Chicago don't fuck off. Baltimore don't fuck off. Detroit don't fuck off. Jacksonville, Florida don't fuck off. There's a lot of cities where bloodshed is just a part of that city's culture. I'm not really sure what else to say. Rest in peace to the little girl. If any of y'all find a GoFundMe, comment it in the comment section. Try to run the likes up in the comments so I can see it, so I can pin that GoFundMe for that little girl. But it's fucking crazy out there. If you're living that lifestyle, don't be around your family, because if they're coming for you, they're gonna shoot through whatever's around you to kill you. But hey, it's 1090 J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.